mean to kiss me a few. Oh, those guys don't know what they're missing. I've got a lot of living to do, and there's wine all ready for tasting, and this Cadillac car is all shiny and new. Gotta move, 'cause time is a-wasting. I've got a lot of living to do. There's music to play, places to go, people to see. Everything for you and me. Come along with me, my pretties. Let me open your eyes. In this great, big, wicked city, it is folly not to be wise, not to be wise. Life's a ball, if only you know it, and it's all just waiting for you. You're alive, so come on and show it. There's such a lot of living, what a lot of living. Got a lot of living to do. Come on! Let me run in front of trucks, smash the mirror on my wall. Let me puff away and choke, sniff a little coke, and have myself a ball. After all, I'm too old to die young. Let me walk against the lights. Let me dance when I am drunk. Let me be a little hip, take a little trip, and try a little junk. After all, I'm too old to die young. Let me pick up strangers on the street, sleep with everyone I meet, drinking dives along the docks, get the pox. Let me stay a trifle stoned. Who's to know and who's to care? Let me pop another pill, try another thrill, and breathe polluted air. Do I care if I'm minus a lung? After all, I'm too old to die young. Choose. Someone says that I'm a sight. They might be right.
Boy, are they right.
Let my face begin to fall. Let it wrinkle like a prune. Will I know my liver's gone when I'm lying on the floor of some saloon? Give me speed. Give me hash. Let me fly, let me crash, let me sail, let me sink. Look me up in the clink, drop the bomb on my head. Not a tear will I shed, not a moan, not a sigh, as I kiss my assets goodbye. Toodaloo. What the hell? to die young as late as possible. Welcome to Mamas. And say hi to Frank Wagner. When I was a kid, I thought I might be a writer. Late at night, holding a flashlight under the covers, I fill page after page of my diary with the outpourings of my 10-year-old heart. Many years later, I went to a writer's seminar, and I realized that there was little chance that I'm going to be another Charlotte Bronte or even Joan Collins. Tried to write a sonnet, but the words didn't rhyme. Tried to write a novel, but it took way too much time. I tried to write a screenplay, but I had these other things to do, so I started writing haiku. 17 little syllables in 3 little lines. Start one at 9:08, I'm done by 9:09. I have a feeling that before this song is through, I'll have a few more haiku. Snow on my window, the clouds are blocking the sun. Better wear a coat, that's haiku number 1. Nothing to eat here, what in the hell should we do? How about Chinese? That's haiku number 2. My output's prodigious, my insight's profound. I'm loving this writer scam, my talent I finally found. Every day when I write some haiku, I find I have plenty of time left when I'm through. I'm late for work now, has anyone seen my keys? Shit! Not this again. Kilimanjaro, Botswana and East Timor. I hope you rot there. That's haiku number 4. Late at night when everybody's snug in bed and thoughts go racing round and round in your head. Don't go to sleep, you know what you gotta do. You gotta get up and write some haiku. Even you could be a writer if you sit down and write some haiku. Dancing has always been my favorite thing to do. When I was a kid, I would roll up the living room rug and choreograph and dance for hours to the music of Slaughter on 10th Avenue. Very dramatic. So I was not at all surprised when a psychic told me that I had been a celebrated Russian prima ballerina in the 1880s. I knew she was right. So you think that when you see me dance, you will recognize me at a glance. Well, you should be in the know. I'm not the star of the show, but I've got a way to put you wise. You can spot me if you memorize daily tale of woe. I'm the first girl in the second row in the third seat of the fourth number in fifth position at 10 o'clock on the nose. I'm the first blonde at your Arizona, the first swan in Swan Lake, and I played the thorn in the specter of the rose. In Agrushka, I'm a fairy. In Petrushka, I'm a bear. And in Sylphies, I'm something that will really curl your hair. But the season's over for this patootie, and though I'm not a beauty, I think that I'll go back to Billy Rose. 'Cause I'm sick of standing on my toes. I'll never be as sleek as Baranova, or equal the technique of Chumanova. And as for Alexandra Danilova, I know I'll never make a Shlamilova. For people who have already seen her, I'll never be another Zorina. I can't replace Pavlova, I will leave that to Markova, Reladova, and Popova, and Popova. But at least in this whole dancing game, I have a single claim to fame. I'm the first girl in the second row in the third seat of the fourth number in fifth position. You'll wonder why you came. I'm the first lamb in Helen of Troy, the first madam in Bluebeard, and I play the fawn in the afternoon of the same. In that Christmas treat, nutcracker sweet, I play a flake of snow. And in rodeo, I have a go at being a buffalo. But the season's over and the season's up. I know I'll give the slut to this party stuff and call the past the past. 'Cause this first girl's leaving the cast at last. They call me coquette and mademoiselle, and I must admit I like that quite well. It's something to be the darling of all, the grande femme fatale, the belle of the ball. There's nothing as gay as life in Paris. There's no other person I'd rather be. I like what I do, I like what I see, but where is the girl that used to be me? Ah, the apple trees, sunlit memories, where the hammock swung. On our backs we lie, looking at the sky, while the stars were strung. Only last July, when the world was young. Every day, lying there on the shore while her friends swim away, lying there in the sand only inches from you, watching you every day till the summer was through. It was me. Who's the one next to you in the group photograph? Who's the one looking down, too unhappy to laugh? looking down at the ground, so uncertain and shy, like a girl who's in love, so in love she could cry. It was me, it was me. Now the summer has gone, and the warm skies are cold, and the soft winds are crisp with their wintry chill. Do you ever think back to the night when we kissed? Can you ever forget? I know I never will. Ah, the apple trees, sunlit memories, where the hammock swung. On our backs we lie, looking at the sky, while the stars were strung. Only last July, when the world was seemed a good idea at the time to show His Royal Highness the door. It seemed a great relief after all the grief that you let him hand you before. It seemed a great idea at the moment to have your independence once more. But on second thought, on second thought, you wonder what to do with the time. It seems your inspiration has flown, and so you list his faults and insist his faults really far outnumber your own. And you can keep your head for the moment, and you can keep your hand off the phone. But on second thought, on second thought, it's terrible how many small, wonderful things you recall. On second thought, after you're all alone. And you can keep your head for the moment, and you can keep your hand off the phone. But on second thought, it's terrible how many small, wonderful things you recall. On second thought, after you're all alone. After you're all alone. It was just one of those things. Just one of those crazy flings. One of those bells that now and then rings. Just one of those things. It was just one of those nights Just one of those fabulous flights, a trip to the moon on gossamer wings. Just one of those things, if we thought a bit of the end of it when we started painting the town, we'd have been aware that our love affair was too hot not to cool down. So goodbye, dear, and amen. Here's hoping we meet now and then. It was great fun, but it was just one of those things. There was an opportunity, a moment and a man on the Riviera in a little town called Cannes. He was handsome, he was tall, and we had ourselves a ball, but that was all. He was dangerous and sexy as he smiled and kissed my hand. We watched the orange sunset as we walked along the sand. He had style and he had dash, and an overload of cash, until the crash. Now I'm well aware that our love affair was too hot not to cool down. So goodbye, dear, and amen. Here's hoping we meet now and then. It was great fun, but it was just one of my favorite things. Raising children can have its challenges at times. Does anyone here disagree with that? I have some wonderful memories. My daughter Karen, in her little turquoise blue ice skating dress. My son David in his first car, with a license plate that read Poet. And my dear son Richard. Yesterday a child came out to wonder, caught a dragonfly inside a jar. Fearful when the sky was full of thunder, and tearful at the falling of a star. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. The years spin by, and now the child is older. Though his dreams have lost some grandeur coming true, there'll be new dreams, maybe be better dreams and plenty before the last revolving year is through. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. We can't look back, we can only look behind from where we came and go round and round and round. Tears and fears and feeling proud to say I love you right out loud. Dreams and schemes and circus crowds, I've looked at life that way. But now old friends are acting strange. They shake their head, they say I've changed. Well, something's lost, but something's gained in living every day. I've looked at life from both sides now, from win and lose, and still somehow it's life's illusions I recall. I really don't know. I really don't know life at all. In the early 1970s, a Playboy bunny ditched her cottontail and joined forces with Betty Friedan to become a leader of a generation of women. That bunny's name was Gloria Steinem. It transformed my life. So I joined a consciousness-raising group in Greenwich, and not in Greenwich, pardon me, that was long before Greenwich, in Westport, Connecticut. And at the same time, I also volunteered my services at the local polling place for the coming election. Imagine my surprise when my new feminist friends told me that I should bring vibrators to the polling place and offer them around with the suggestion, pleasure yourself, first and best. I figured this is not a good way to introduce myself to a new community.
Yes, it is.
We had a liberated marriage. We shared the household chores, of course. We understood each other's feelings right down to the day of our sensible divorce. I didn't ask him for a penny. I'd had my liberated training. So off he went with his hair of bronze to find a life like Khalil Gibran's. I got my rest from the drugs he did. He got his quest, I got the kid, and oh, I'm not complaining. So I set off to be a writer, a modern mother on her own. I wrote up happenings at galleries, turned down jobs with salaries, stayed freelance and alone. I fought the battles of the 60s, which you recall were rather draining. When men were thick, I hit the fray, became a prick, got equal pay. I faced down chauvinistic slobs, I won the fights, improved the jobs, and oh, I'm not complaining. My husband found himself his ashram, lost 40 pounds and went through hell. Then one day he came back from limbo, found himself some bimbo, and moved to New Rochelle. I raised my son and I had lovers. My choices sometimes need explaining. I'd meet some jock, my friends would scoff. He'd stay a while, I'd drive him off. I kept my space, preserved my turf. 6 months I sent him back to surf. And oh, I was not complaining. So now my son's halfway through college. I pay tuition like a fine. I'm still this feisty freelance writer, resume well honed at a well-toned umpty nine. I find that getting work is harder. Each job I want takes more campaigning. And the sweet young things who hire me now, those MBAs making 50 thou, who smile and ask what I have done when they got their jobs from the fights I won. They should all stay home and have babies, but I'm not complaining. And in the evening at my window, when I watch Jersey growing dim, I feel this troubling emotion summed up in this notion. I wish I'd stayed with him. Lord knows each day with him was madness, as I have spent my life maintaining. But more and more I recall the joys, my golden dreamer, my lost boy. Our life was life in the twilight zone, but no worse than a life alone. And oh, well, I chose my way, and I'm not complaining. By now, I guess you've all figured out that I'm sharing my life with you tonight. Oh no, someday you may see it on Lifetime TV. When they make the movie of my life, I hope they get somebody beautiful to play me, somebody beautiful and eloquent to play me when they make the movie of my life. And of my life. I hope they get somebody famous to direct it. Somebody famous and a genius to direct it when they make the movie of my life. And everyone will see how hard life's been for me, how much I've overcome to be someone deserving of a motion picture. And when they write the book about my life, I hope they write about my sexual adventures, my very legendary, passionate adventures, when they write the book about my life. And when they write the book about my life, I hope they mention I was very good with children, good with the elderly and animals and children, when they write the book about my life. And everyone will see the underrated me. Oh, how they disbelieved and misperceived this living saint and tiger woman. But if they really made a movie of my life, they'd show me going to 1,000 stupid movies. And if they really wrote a book about my life, they'd say I read a lot of silly little novels. And all this is true, and everyone would see my mediocrity, how I deserve to be forgotten just like everybody else. So, please don't make a movie of my life. Don't make a musical or write me into fiction. I don't deserve any portrayal or depiction. Please just let me live my little, very, very, very little. There were times in my life when I acted as if everything was all right with me, when really it wasn't. I don't think I convinced anybody. I'm 21 and I'm 5'9", got a face and a body to change your mind. I'm a picture, so fine to see. Whenever I walk the streets of town, the men and the boys, they all come round saying, darling, come home with me. Oh, pretty darling, please come home with me. My daddy, he's a businessman, got a big old castle in Switzerland and a mansion by the sea. He spends his time with queens and kings, fills his pockets with diamond rings, and he brings them all home to me. Oh yes, he brings them all home to me. Dreaming helps you make it through the day. Dreaming when there's nothing left to say. Dreaming helps to keep the pain away. Me, I live in dreams. My My husband, he's a movie star, comes home every night in a brand new car, and he calls me the perfect wife. We got a big old house with 100 rooms, a fine rose garden that always blooms. It's a very happy life. Oh yes, a very happy life. Dreaming, it's a way to pass the time. Dreaming, everything will work out fine. Dreaming, it's the only thing that's mine. Me, I live in dreams. With the dishes done and the kids all gone, I stand and stare at the old brown lawn and close my eyes. Now I'm free. And down my road comes a handsome man. He takes me by my rough red hand and he heals it with a kiss. Says, let me take you away from all of this. Dreaming, no, it's not the same as lies. Dreaming, it's the easiest disguise. Dreaming that there's love still in your eyes. Me, I live in dreams. Me, I live in dreams.
Bravo!
An impossible case, but I'm queer for lunatics, especially a lunatic with a lovable face, an incredible maniac. You're so fiercely intense, but whatever you do is so right and so true that somehow it makes sense. I must have been out of my mind. I must have been out of my box. I really believed I could have an affair that wouldn't wind up on the rocks. Ago, he said, I love you. The first and only time he said, I love you. 10 minutes ago, he said, I love you. The first and only time he said, I love you. 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 I was lost until he found me. Why do I still feel his strong arms around me? Single nights in a double bed alone, and I'll miss his fingers touching each erogenous zone. I'll miss you, Jerry Ryan. Damn you, Jerry Ryan. I love you, Jerry Ryan. Though it's you I must forget, I can't let myself regret it. I'm way ahead. So that's that. I loved, I lost. What's a heart? That's all it cost me. I'm way ahead. My hands are steady now. Come on, new dream, new life. I'm ready now. When I think of every night, even nights when we were fighting, I'm way ahead. Once you said the way to live is to take as well as give. Well said, well said. Goodbye, good luck, I see now what love like yours can be now. Thank you, Jerry. Everybody's traveling on a crazy seesaw. Love is up, down, as my life goes by. I'll find myself a guy for the seesaw, seesaw. A new fella for the seesaw. There's gotta be two for the seesaw, two for the seesaw. And so I know I'm gonna go everywhere, and I know I'm gonna find everything, and I'll tell it to anyone, anywhere, that love is one hell of a ride, one hell of a ride. This time I want to say thank you to some very special people. In fact, all of the people here at Mama's, but Sidney Meyer gave me a start here, must be 25 years ago. And I've always loved Sidney as everyone else does, but he's very special, very, very special to me. I want to thank JP and the light and sound. Fabulous job, as we knew you would. And I want you to think about the wait staff who's been working very hard tonight and be very generous. I want to thank, not finished with my thank you very much. And my wonderful director, who's been extraordinary, Sally Mays, who couldn't be here tonight. My fabulous orchestra. Tex Arnold on piano. One thing I know, and I've always known, I am my own best friend. Baby's alive, but baby's alone, and baby's her own best friend. Told me he cared, but they were scratching my back, 'cause I was scratching theirs, and trusting to luck, that's only for fools. I play at the game where I make the rules. And rule number one, from here to the end, is I am my own best friend. they die. 'Cause standing here this minute, me, myself, and I. If life is a school, I'll pass every test. If life is a game, I'll play it the best. And I won't give in, and I'll never bend, 'cause I am my own best friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sandra Benee.
Well,